Okay, that's fine. Righty. Hoping this replay still works. If I have a Fortnite update, it might be a problem. No, that's alright. Okay. So, let's get this out. That's me going live. Me going live, that's what that is. Let's close this off. And right, CapFrame X. Alright, so what are we doing today? That's a good question. We are going to check out something that I've done maybe years ago. And we're going to do it again. Yeah. Make sure we're live everywhere. Okay, that's fine. We want tuning pack. We want, oh, not you, yes, you. NVIDIA Profile Inspector. So I tested this out years ago, messing around with the memory allocation profiles. Fortnite. Right down the bottom. So the only thing we're doing in here at the moment is we're setting resizable bar. Because resizable bar is on in the BIOS. It's available to the operating system, but most games do not have it enabled by default, including Fortnite. So you have to actually put it in the NVIDIA profile for Fortnite for it to be used. So that's the only thing we're doing in here. I've messed about with stuff in here before. It really didn't do much, to be honest. Nothing that the normal NVIDIA control panel above that can do. So, but one thing I did mess around with was the it's in the other section, I'm sure. The memory allocation profile. Memory allocation policy. There we go. So that's what it is by default. So 000000. So we're going to try all of them. We're going to run all of them. We're going to run. Let me see. So, and who is it was saying that? Arle was saying on the Discord, was saying that for a competitive game, you should choose the aggressive pre-allocation setting. Level number 2. Why is there 2 2s? Okay. Whatever. There's 4 values there, and 2 of them are the same. What's that about? So we're going to try it from FPS, but I reckon it's lower latency. For the last one, aggressive pre-allocation policy. Pre-allocation allocates a larger amount of memory in advance. Pros: reduces latency by having memory readily available, which improves responsiveness and minimizes input lag. Cons: uses more memory, which could impact other applications if memory is limited. I'm assuming it's talking about GPU's memory, not the CPU's memory, i.e. RAM. I'm assuming it's talking about the memory, the DDR6 on the GPU. For this. Let me show you what we're talking about here. I'll switch screens so you can see it. So these are the memory allocation policy options. So we're going to try it. Well, we'll run all of them and see if it makes any difference to FPS. If it doesn't make any difference, I might then try. To see what the actual latency is. I might do some end-to-end latency testing. See if it's actually quicker. But I don't know. We'll see. It might be complete speculation, but we shall see. All right. What's going on with people watching? Okay, 2 people watching. All right, so we'll leave it as default for now. And obviously, we'll need to, wait. As needed is the default. So we'll need to, oh, what's going on there? We'll need to restart Fortnite in between, which is a bit of a pain, but if you need to pick up the new NVIDIA profile, then you need to do that, unfortunately. Okay, So, let's go. Let's get a baseline going. And then give me a PC. Start Fortnite. CapFromX is already running. We can close all this stuff in the background. Anything else that's running that shouldn't be running? We're limiting to 360. Good. Is there something I left on? No. I put all that back to default. No, it should be good. I think it should be good. I think so. See, it's doing the GPU 2970 megahertz again. What is that about? But then when we get into the game, it should be fine. So, replays, bench, play, confirm. T for time. I usually just choose something easy, so just so it's standard really. I mean, I probably could have chose something a bit more towards the end, but this should be alright. Alright, so ready, steady, go.
Capture started.
Alright, so we got 3 minutes of this. I think I've got all the shader cache already captured, so should only need one run. We don't need to pre-run it and then run it again. I'm interested to see as well what this replay looks like capped, because I ran this the other day uncapped and it looked horrific. The amount of all over the place, it was not nice. So I'm interested to actually see a comparison between, everyone should be capping their FPS. You really should. No one, if anyone is telling you to uncap your FPS, stop listening to them, because they don't know what they're talking about. Your frame times will be all over the place, which will mess up your input, aim. The GPU's at 3000 now, that. So why? Needs to get warmed up, what? Reload is so much better than this season. Wow, my FPS just went down to 199. What's that about? That was weird. That is weird. Somebody up here, doofus. Oh, he's on my team. Testing Mario posted the other day, aggressive and default ran pretty much the same, and moderate gave worse results on 2% time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I must have tested a year or two ago this, and it either made no difference or made it worse, if I seem to remember rightly. I might need to run this again. That was a nasty FPS drop. I might have been standard. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is default mem allocation. So yeah, there's a big drop there. So if we compare these two, yeah, There is a big drop, isn't there? Look at that. So that tracks. This is basically unrestricted. Look at that. It's all over the place. Blech. Whereas this is 360 cat. It goes down a little bit there. Yeah, what was going on here in the replay? God knows. It's obviously a bit of the map that's really unoptimized, whatever I looked at there. It still recovers a lot quicker than unrestricted does. Look. Recovers there, whereas unrestricted still kind of not doing so well. All right, so that's 0. So let's change it to the next one. Before that, let's go to the next one. So we want, what do those do? We want 1. Apply changes. So this is now 1. I don't know why I have to apply changes like 10 times for it to actually go in. Now restart Fortnite. Mem allocation poll. Excuse me. Well, I'd save you there by pressing mute quick. Oh, giant sneeze. Right, let's have a look at this one. T for time. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need gameplay perspective. Ready, steady, go.
Capture started.
So I mean, if that is the case, Del Boy, between the default and the aggressive, then potentially it could have lower latency. So we could try that. We'll try end-to-end. We'll try testing some end-to-end latency. Moved all my binds around yesterday for my paddles for sprinting and for going straight to movement item slot, and I don't think I used them once. And we run about 16 games yesterday. I didn't use it once. I need to practice that today. It's like, how's it going? We are testing some NVIDIA profile changes for memory allocation policy. So we've just done the default. We're now doing the second option, and then we'll do the third option. We'll compare all the FPSs between each one, and then if there's no significant difference, I mean, if it's not worse, I'll then test them end-to-end latency. I'll break out the NVIDIA Reflex Latency Analyzer. Ba, 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 ba. I'm half asleep today. I didn't get to sleep until about 2:30 this morning, and then I had to get up 6:30 to go and vote in the UK elections. So polling station opened at 7, and we wanted to do it first thing. I've had like 3 hours sleep. I tried to go back to sleep again after I got home, But then loads of people kept knocking on the front door, so that didn't really work. I'm a bit of a zombie today. One of the reasons why I wanted to do some kind of hands-free testing and not kind of run too many games, because I think I'd lose too many today.
Capture finished.
All right, this is the second run. Let's have a look at this. Let's do a comparison of these bad boys. So, get rid of that. Hello, thank you. The green one. All right, let's start again. So, memory allocation poll. So this is 2. This is 1. What does 1 mean? Remind me what 1 means. Moderate. Moderate. All right. Compare these two. That one and that one. Why is that out of alignment? Why was that later? That's weird. This is mostly aligned. Look, that's perfectly aligned. That's perfectly aligned. But then this big drop is slightly out of alignment. That's weird, isn't it? Alrighty, so we've lost some FPS doing that. Look. We have lost some FPS doing that. In terms of smoothness, oh, that's, yeah, not good stuttering. Yeah, it's worse stuttering. Yeah, so that's not a good one. Right, so let's try the next one. Let's try, close Fortnite. Before we change it. Number 4. Is 4060 laptop good for Fortnite? I don't know why people keep doing this. They keep asking me. I mean, and I keep like for Ship. Even Ship does this. They keep going on about the GPU and saying, "Is it good for Fortnite?" Your GPU is almost irrelevant for Fortnite. Fortnite is a CPU-bound game, so you want good CPU and you want good cooling, as Zeppos just told you. You want fast memory and you want fast CPU. So if you're buying AMD, that means an X3D CPU. If you're buying Intel, you want a processor that has high frequency as possible, but then you're going to have to spend a lot of money cooling it. So for a laptop, for a laptop, that's going to be difficult to cool because, I mean, I'm running a custom loop with 2 11 case fans, 2 huge radiators just for the CPU, and I can barely keep mine cool. So, packed into a laptop, yeah, not going to end well, that story. Okay, that's that one. So yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as you, if it's a 4060, that's fine for Fortnite. But your CPU, your GPU is going to be bored, whatever you do. And your CPU is going to be very busy. So that's the thing you need to make faster. Ship still says, oh yeah, I've got a 4090. It's like, well, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. I mean, even my 4080 Super is pretty bored. Very bored. Right, so this is the aggressive memory policy here. So if you remember rightly, if I show you, let's kick the test off first and then I'll show you. T for time, 1, 1, 1, 1. Go for it. All right, same timestamps. Ready, steady, go. Right. So if you remember rightly, can I? Yeah, actually, better switch this. Stream PC. And do this. Discord. Yeah. So this one. So we're now testing the aggressive pre-allocation. So according to ChatGPT, this is the best choice for competitive Fortnite, because it ensures that memory is pre-allocated and ready to use, minimizing the need for real-time memory allocation. This reduces latency and input lag, providing a smoother and more responsive game experience. Okay, so let's see what it does to FPS first, and then we'll go and test end-to-end latency, how long it takes for you to click your mouse and then see it on screen. Complete end-to-end latency. But yeah. I swear this is a different song than I had before on the last replay. Maybe it's not. I want to know why my FPS drop in a minute so badly. I flick around and look behind me in a minute. Watch my FPS. It's 360 at the moment. 345, 338, 350. I flick around in a minute. It's just gone to 299. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Have I missed it already? I thought it was about... Maybe I missed it already. There, look, 186, 190. What is that about? Are there people down there on my screen using cheats or something and it's messing it up? 208, 205. Every time I look at this Raven person... No, it was not the Raven, it was the other one that was just a bit lower. The FPS considerably drop. Sus. I have had that before in gameplay though. Some people, when you fight them, your FPS just drops to almost 0. And I think they've got a button to like flood the server with packets just as you're fighting them. So it floods the network and you can't see what's going on. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the results. Camera PC. Minimize that. I don't know what it's called, but I know you can do that. You can't see it because I had it too small, but yeah, it's weird. Right, so it's this bit here, it's that bit there where it's happening. So this is 2. This is aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Yeah? It's aggressive double G. Oh. Yeah, it is. My English clicking in there. Alright, so it's still dropping, look. I mean, what is that about? I don't know. So let's add aggressive. So it's still a lot worse. We're still losing like 4 FPS on average. It's not as bad as moderate. I don't think this is worth investigating, to be honest with you. Why is that? Why is it out of sync? The default one. I might run the default one again. I might just run the default one again. Because I don't understand why I've got 2 that are pretty much in sync and 1 that isn't. And that's a big gap. Then I'm going to run the default one again quick. I'm going to put this back to... Let's close Fortnite again. Let's put it back to default. 0. Excuse me. Thank you. The default. Changes a few times. Clickety-doo-dah. Go back in. Run it one more time. want to give them a fair run. If one looks like it's a little out, then I'd rather run it again just to make sure. I need to learn how to use the Windows Performance Analyzer for stuff as well on this. You can't really drill down in what the game code is doing with it. You can see what the system is doing, but not the code is doing. So it's not particularly revealing. Right, back to default, gameplay, ready, steady, go.
Capture started.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to optimize, really. I mean, for me, the big question mark is still why in Fortnite endgames like FNCS do FPS drop so significantly? And why do X3D AMD CPUs handle it better than Intel? I mean, I'm assuming it's because of the extra L3 cache. But then is there anything that can reduce that? Because even on the X3 cache, it's still coming down. So I don't know whether that's something completely out of my control, being Unreal Engine code, or whether it's something somehow I can allocate more resources to or overclock more to mitigate. So that for me is the last thing that I think I need to do to get literally a perfect gaming system. If I can work out why it's going down at all. And the thing is, you can leave it paused on that bit of the replay and it will be lower than the cap FPS. It'll be playing like 200 FPS instead of 360. And it will stay there. So whatever it's doing the calculation or the presentation over and over and over because it can't kick out 360 FPS. So it can't be anything network related because it's a replay. It can't be anything display related, the complexity of what it's displaying on the screen, because most of the time you're in a metal, wooden, brick box. So it's not even moving and it's kind of less than 360. So it's got to be the CPU doing calculations on what everybody else is doing at the same time in that small area of the replay. And it must be doing it over and over and over, because otherwise you do the calculation once on the pause and then you'd be able to show the screen the screen 360 times a second. No? No, I don't. I don't need to use that because I'm using Windows 11. The only reason to ever use that is to run Windows 10 and fix the timer resolution issue. The only reason to ever use that thing. Right. So that's all that. So let's see if that's aligned it with the other two now. So this, and this was basically the second run, wasn't it? So I go 2. The second run. Okay, so add that to the list. Okay, now that fixed. So I think I'm going to delete that first one because for some reason it seems to be just out of whack. So now what does it look like? Moderate, aggressive, default. So now aggressive is actually the best FPS. Interesting. That was the worst result of all of them, though. But they're all aligned, so we know that the replays, it was a fair replay. There's no weird spikes anywhere for any particular one. So we know they're all aligned. Still, something in that replay is not happy. It really isn't. It shouldn't be that bad. Most 99.9% of my games never have any red in. So something in that replay is off. Oh, Rage. Right, I need to go and sort Rage out quick. He just tipped me. Oh, what's Rage's ID? Give me a sec. Let's sort Rage out with the guide quickly. He told me his ID. If he has, I can add him. Server settings. Sup. Okay, I hope you're on here, Rage. I don't think you are, though. Rage, what's your Discord ID? Let me see. Is that Rage Dev or Rage? I don't know. What do I do? Rage, if you're watching, I need to know what your Discord ID is, please. Pretty please, so I can add you. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, it's rage. Right, I'll try and then manually type that out, shall I? Okay, all right, I got you. Give me a sec. PC, right? Add you to the Fortnite one. Add you to the Fortnite one. Wait, is that right? Did I just do that right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then yeah, thanks, Epo. Why is that all in red? I don't know. Bit weird that that was all in red. Sorry about the red text. I don't even know how I did that. But you should be set up. Good to go. I just sent you a DM. DM'd ya. Right. Where were we? No, I'm not, Liz. What is going on? No. I'm streaming, Liz. I cannot jump online. Alright. Am I meant to be in a meeting right now? Am I meant to be in a Teams meeting? No, I'm not. Okay. So we need to get back to this computer. All right, so let's do latency. Let's do latency. Because from that, the aggressive one's the best one from that. I mean, it could have just been because of the order that I did everything in. Let's have a look at the temperatures quickly. That's about the same. Sensor data. CPU temp 57. 57 up to 70. What was it? 57 up to 73. And 57 up to 75. So that last one was had some peaks. There's not much in them. That's pretty consistent. Power-wise, I know I should be looking at the GPU and not the CPU right now, but they're always going to be the same. There's just nothing in them at all. All right, let's test latency quick. Let's test the latency. All right, so what are we? We're in default at the moment, aren't we? So we don't need to change anything. So all I need to do is plug in all my NVIDIA Reflex stuff. And we can go back to the lobby. Right, let me start plugging in mices. So that, give me a sec. Goes in there. Right, monitor's plugged in. Right, the monitor's plugged into the PC. Now I need to plug the mouse into the monitor, which is at the bottom. Let me see. Come on, mouse. There we go. Mouse is in. Then we need to turn on the overlay so you guys can see what's going on. Then we need to turn off CapFrame X. Juggling. CapFrame X. Oh, sorry. Is it on off? Yeah, I've already turned it off. Okay, that's fine. Then I need to. This is the testing mouse, this one. So there's the little black box over there. When you click it, it should turn white. If we actually get into a thingy. Yep, there we go. That turns white when you click the mouse, and it measures how long the latency is. I'm going to turn on the NVIDIA Reflex Latency Analyzer on my monitor, and now we've got end-to-end latency testing. Click the mouse, see it on screen, and measure the whole caboodle. All right, so standard locker, preset 100, standard map we go into. I am testing, I'll show you, streaming PC. Okay, I don't have a mouse for the streaming PC right now. Maybe I don't do it. I'm testing memory allocation policies. NVIDIA profile. The NVIDIA advanced profile stuff for Fortnite. So we're testing the memory allocation profile. So we've just tested all FPS. Now we're going to test some latency. Exciting stuff. All right, start the game. So I think we need to bring up a spreadsheet, don't we? Give me a sec. We are in need of a spreadsheet for some latency testing. So you guys, so we can collate it all. Damn it, it always clears the recent. I always need the recent in this. So I've got it in here. Where is it? Benchmark. BIOS testing. BIOS testing? No, it was latency testing, wasn't it? Latency benchmarks. There we go. There's a tab. There is a tab for this. Okay, so we need a new one. Let's copy a few of these. Copy that. Let's create a new one of these. Zoom in a bit so you guys can see what's going on. Wait, stop it. Get out of the way. Come on. Zoom in a bit so you guys can see. Right, so this is going to be a new one. So memory. No, let's go with 1. Default memory allocation policy. Clear out all these numbers. Still do the calculations in a minute. And then we're going to do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Going to get rid of these completely. So that's moderate. Is it moderate? And then aggressive was the last one, wasn't it? Oh, can't spell aggressive. A-double-G-R-E-double-S-I-V-E. There we go. Right, so we've got the 3 memory allocation policies. At the moment we're on this one. So we're going to do this one first. We'll do 50 tests, and then we'll do another 50 tests, and then we'll do another 50 tests, and then we'll get an average. And then we do this one, 50 tests, 50 tests, 50 tests, and get an average, etc. And we can compare them. Yeah, that's the easiest way of doing this. Right, let's go back to keyboard and mouse over there. Let's go back to the gaming PC so you guys can see what's going on. Let's choose what we're aiming at, normally about there-ish. Also, I need to keep an eye on if you guys ask me questions, but the only way I can do that is to minimize this. Okay, no questions yet. I need to keep coming back and checking. All right, so ready? Are we ready? So we need to reset the averages. It's not the most comfortable place for me to have the mouse. Might stick it over on my right somehow. There we go. I think it's a better place to have the mouse. I can just click there like that. Then. All right. So this is pretty much default what I normally run. So let's reset the averages. I'm on the wrong PC. There we go. Reset the averages. Right. Yeah. So averages are all reset down the bottom down there now. Look. Average system latency right at the bottom. It's reset. So we do 50 of these, and then we see what it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. See, I think I've already messed something up because I'm normally about 6.5 milliseconds. So what have I done on this testing environment to make it this bad? What have I done to add 2 milliseconds? That's open. That's nothing exciting. What have I done to mess this up? That's overclocked. That shouldn't be anything exciting. That's relatively new. What have I done? What have I done? I don't think I've got anything running in the background. I might reboot just to kind of see why it's a bit higher than normal. Yeah, it shouldn't be 8.3. It should be about 6.5. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we're comparing one setting to another setting and then see the difference. But it just bugs me because I'm normally 6.5. What could I have done? I don't know. Think about that one. Do-do-do-do-do. Wait, I sent all that through already. Why is that being slow? Hang on a minute. Yeah. I'm not sure that actually went through. Just send it again. Okay, now that's not red anymore. Weird. Come on, I'm still waiting. Something's going on with this environment today. What have I changed? I don't know. I know not. Do. There we go. Now it's through. A minute and 42 seconds before it let me in. That's not good. Bill's worky-lurking. Serpent says hello. Hello, Serpent. So I'm having to read notes on my mobile at the moment. Worky-lurky. Nice. Alright. So I'm waiting for this to come down a bit. Should be some fan activity on this one. Why is there no fan activity on that? Well, that's interesting. Did all the rules get reset when I updated this? Very possible. Did all the rules get updated? No, that's still there. That one. It's on efficiency. I normally have L connect on the E-cores though, don't I? I normally put the L connect on the E-cores. Always E-cores. Same with you. And same with you. I normally have those on the E-cores. Well, that should do that one as well. Yeah, that's the rule. Why is it not allocated yet? There's no. So that now got a bit of activity on that last E-core, which is the controlling of the fans. So that does do quite a bit of DPC interrupts, that does. See that? There we go. It's moved on to there. Sorry, I'm on a thing. Okay. Okay, I'll try and wrap things up by then. Sorry. Yeah, that's all right. So what's the latency at the moment now then? Normally about 0.63 on my other environment. Yeah, it's not too far away. It's a little higher. A little bit higher, but remember I am running 8 E-cores, which brings the averages way worse, makes them way worse. If I turned off all my E-cores, then these will be crazy low. But I don't want to turn off my E-cores because I like having E-cores because I can run background tasks on them. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. So what else is going on then? I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's go back into Fortnite and do some remeasuring. Your PC can't run anything? Why can't it run anything? You definitely need my help if you can't run anything. You don't know? Well, this is the place to learn. This is definitely the place to learn. I'm a huge advocate for teaching you guys how to do it yourself instead of me doing it for you, and then you're going, here's some money, thanks, and then it breaks, I don't know, 6 months later when you do something, and then I have to come back and fix it. That's not sustainable. If you understand what you're doing to make your PC faster, then you can use that knowledge in the future for everything else as well. So that's pretty much my angle for tuning computers. All right, let's jump into creative. Yeah, definitely join the Discord. Hey, Mike. How's it going? Done your voting, guys? I did get up at 6:35 this morning to go and vote. And then got home, tried to go to bed, and then people keep ringing the doorbell or ringing the phone or making a lot of noise. So I haven't been able to get back to sleep, which is annoying. So I've had 3 hours sleep. 4 hours sleep. Wait. Yeah, 4 hours sleep. One of the reasons why I'm not playing at the moment, I'm just doing testing. I don't think my brain can handle actually fast reflex flick shots. Did it after this morning on the school run. Cool. Was it busy where you were? I mean, it was I was surprised at how busy it was at 7 a.m. because the polling booth opened at 7 and it was actually pretty busy down there. There were at least, I don't know, 20 people at 7 a.m. I was quite surprised at that. It's only a tiny little village. All right, what are we looking at? So let's reset these averages and go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. See how much lower my average is right now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I've just noticed something. I know you guys, it's very small on your screen, but look at my ping. I'm on NA East. Because I was playing on NA East servers last night. I'm on NA East, and this is a server-side value. This is a server-side, set server-side. So if you set it here, remember it on the server. It won't be local. Oh! Might have been why the test results were a bit funny. I mean, they're comparable, but that would explain a couple of things. That was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? So yours only had a couple of people. Okay, at 9:30. Maybe everybody did it before work or school run or after school run or something. And by 9:30, everyone was either in an office or back home. Right, at some point we'll get some results. Come on, hurry up. We are on 0 ping. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, nice one, Serpent. You'll need to link your YouTube account to your Discord account in my Discord, but there's kind of basic instructions how to do that. You just do like /YouTube, and then just kind of choose the right one from the drop-down list, the brown kind of circly thing, and then just follow the instructions, and then you get access to a whole PC tuning section. Okay, so wait, I've got to start this. So let's restart this test. How come you don't put all your background tasks on the eCores though? It's no better, Del Boy. It's no better. I've tried everything, honestly. I've tried every single combo, and the main thing is that I've noticed that Windows does actually do a pretty good job of scheduling things where they need to be. It does a pretty good job by default, so it doesn't help. Honestly, doesn't help. All you're really doing is restricting things when you allocate them. So again, people telling you on YouTube to move everything to your background task, they're probably already on 100% CPU utilization for their P-cores. Anyone that's gaining anything from moving stuff to the E-cores is probably struggling on their P-cores already. And now I'm normally about 85, 90%. So I've still got some headroom. So those background tasks are fine running on the P-cores at the same time as the game because they're the fastest ones and you get through them quicker. So yeah, Windows does a pretty good job. So that's why I don't. Right, come on, we need to capture these. It takes so long. Right, so Alt 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and the 50, 6.7. Just gone up to 6.8, that's nice. So if we go back to the stream PC and fill that in quick, 6.8. So this is the first one. 6.8. So we do another 50 now. I'm tempted just to do 2 runs instead of 3, to be honest. We're going to be here all day otherwise. Well, not all day, but you know what I mean. All right. So let's go back again. Do this one again. So I'll do this. I'll leave it on the split screen for now. Reset the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that was 6.5. So that's normally what I get, 6.5, which is really good. I mean, most eSport pros would be happy with anything from 20 to 30. And I'm 6.5. Bum, 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 bum. Right, one more time. Oh, go on. Nah. We've got to do the other 2 still. Should I do 2 lots or 3 lots? Okay, I'll do 3 lots quickly. All right then. Right, reset numbers. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, by the way, Serpent, I'm afraid the guide is no longer free if you want the full guide. So linking your YouTube to the Discord thing will get you to the PC tuning chat section, which is really, really useful information. But if you want the kind of guide and the packs, I'm afraid you have to kind of donate for that bit. There's instructions on how to do that if you want that. But if you do get the guide and the packs, then you basically just get access to that section of the Discord, and you get all future updates for the guide and the pack totally for free. So it's kind of a one-time thing. So it's well worth it. And the guide kind of is like 170, 180 pages of literally walking you through lots of steps that you can do to make your computer faster. Every single thing in there has been tested for FPS improvements and latency improvements. And I've only put things in that guide that improve, not placebo stuff. I've debunked all the placebo stuff. So even if you do like one section of it, your computer will be better. And then you add them all up and your computer's a lot better. So it teaches you how to do it as opposed to me doing it. But yeah. Right, okay, let me, what did I get up to? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and a 50. 6.6. So kind of in the middle, isn't it? That one. Yeah. All right. So we've done that. So let's do the next test. The moderate. Or should we just? I'm tempted to just do the aggressive one. No, let's do all of them. Let's do our due diligence and do the whole lot of them. Right. Okay. So this is the pack basically that you would get. You can download. So it's got the guide. How many pages is the guide now? I think the guide is about 170 pages. I'll show you the cliff notes. So this is the index for it. So there's sections on like how to test yourself, how to optimize the BIOS, how to optimize Windows, like power plans and things, time of resolution, disk optimizations, cooling optimizations, CPU optimizations, GPU optimizations, how to optimize your GPU, network optimizations, sound optimizations, although there's not really much in that bit, to be fair. Input device optimizations for keyboard and mouse or controller, choosing different frame rate limiters, and then it's kind of a section on how to keep your computer kind of clean and up to date and healthy. So that's pretty much the guide, and there's like a pack that comes with it as well with some scripts too. But it's mostly the guide. I mean, the scripts are quite basic, but yeah. Anyway, what were we doing? We were looking at. Oh yeah, we need to do the video profile inspector and change the memory allocation policy. So we type in here Fortnite, and we scroll down a little bit, and we find there's the rebar that's on. Memory allocation policy. It's in here. Memory allocation policy. There we go. So there's the default. So we're on 0. That's the default one. Well, it's not actually 0, is it? 0, 1, and 2. I need to change that label in my. I need to change the label in my. Oh, you didn't see any of that because it was all too small. But yeah, I gave you an overview. Yeah. So 0, 1, and 2. So we'll do 1 next. Apply that again. Don't know why you need to do it twice, but apparently you do. And restart Fortnite. And we swing some more pickaxes. Yeah, it's very time consuming this, which is why I would assume that pretty much no tweakers have actually done it. So they throw out all this rubbish that's just nonsense and make videos about it and then dupe you guys into going, oh, I'm going to try that. Oh no, my registry's now messed up. And my backup doesn't work. No. So that's what normally happens. Right, let's press play on that one. True story. Ready. Start the game, aim at the same spot, and we start swinging again. Aim at the same little spot. We reset our averages, ready to go, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Wait for that to go away. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 6.6. Fill in the scores. No, 6.6. And go again. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 6.6 again, nice and consistent. So far it's not making a huge difference to latency, is it? Nothing you'd certainly notice. Right, we reset again. Wait, reset please, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. 6.5. Oh, wait. All right, last test. Change the memory allocation policy over to aggressive. Alt F4 that. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. There we go. Aggressive. Apply changes, apply changes. All right, so it's that one. Restart Fortnite. Go. Oh, testing takes up a lot of time, doesn't it? A lot of time. But it feels better. Yeah, exactly. That word feel again. Feelings. I don't know. The number of people that come on my Discord and say, try this tweak, it feels better, is just crazy. I don't care about feelings. I care about measuring it. What are the numbers before and what are the numbers afterwards? Because with Fortnite, the GPU is not the problem. The GPU is basically waiting for the CPU to give it a frame to render. It's saying, come on, next, 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 I'm bored here, next. Whereas the CPU is running around like crazy trying to kind of prepare everything and, oh, there's a frame, there's a frame. And so to speed that process up, making the GPU faster doesn't really do much. You got to make either the CPU do less work or make the CPU faster is what you got to do. And to make it do less work typically means rewriting the code. So, which I don't have access to, clearly, for the game. All right. So this is the aggressive one. Let's see what we got. Alt 4 to reset the averages, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Oh my God, it's so much faster. It's 6.6. Well, that blows the internet out of the water, doesn't it? Let's run it again, just in case that was a fluke slow one. I love debunking nonsense on the internet. Let's restart that again, restart that again. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. That was actually faster. Don't tell anyone. 6.3. No way. We just gained 0.3 of a millisecond. Right, one more time. Just for luck. 4. Ready. Oh, hang on. Reset. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 6.5. Wow. Okay, so final results are in. And an aggressive memory policy saves you 0.1 milliseconds. Well, I might keep it. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Don't do that. Cancel that. I might keep it. What do you reckon? Saving 0.1 milliseconds. What do we think? Your superhuman reflexes. Yeah, wow. That's impressive. The average human reflex response time is 200 milliseconds. That's the average human response time that they can detect. When you react to something and you press a button when you see it, 200 milliseconds. So 0.1 of a millisecond. Are you going to be able to see that? More interested in the FPS differences, to be honest with you. Oh, stop doing that. I need to go to this one. Because F2 on that, F4 on that. Because it was a tiny bit better on the FPS. I mean, if it's consistently better, even if it's a tiny amount, I think I'll add it, but it would need to be consistently better. 6.3 is the lowest I think I've ever seen. Where's the comparison? So these again, just for prosperity. So default, okay, so it's a whole 1 FPS lower between aggressive and default. So for that, I am tempted to switch to this, just for that. And it's not any worse latency. If anything, it's a teeny little bit better. You tested yours and it's around 400 to 500 decibel, and I think I got a 50 once in those tests. I actually got 50. I must have had precognition for that one go. Yeah, so is it worth it? I mean, it's not bad for doing that. It's not a massive amount of in it, is it? Not a massive amount in it. Which one was the smoothest? 20. Oh, that one was the smoothest technically. 29.7. So that's the lowest number for standard deviation. And aggressive actually had the worst lows, but it had better averages, which is weird. Right, I'm going to turn off all this stuff. I can't see, I've got too much in my face at the moment. G-Sync processor off. Yeah. So 419, 420. Yeah, I mean, aggressive and moderate. Sensor data wise, the difference between those is just totally negligible. Nothing in that at all. I don't think it used a bit more CPU. CPU stayed a bit lower temperature there for CPU spikes, 75 versus 70 for aggressive. Both did that weird thing when I was on Nitrodome when I flicked around. Whoever was cheating at that point, it was every time I flicked around and looked at the person that was down there, look what my FPS did under at the bottom of Nitrodome. They were doing something dodgy. Really doing something dodgy in that replay. So I don't know, I might keep it. See how it runs for a couple of days. I might get some crashes, so it might rule it out if it's not stable either way. Did you ever do a test for the default NVIDIA driver settings? What, with absolutely no changes whatsoever? No, I haven't. I mean, I know that it does make a difference because, like, for example, I know for a fact that when I've tested individual things like override to reference mode, that is worth 1 whole millisecond in latency, just ticking that alone. So I know there's a difference, and I know there's videos on the YouTube saying it makes no difference, it makes no difference. Well, I tested one thing and it made a whole millisecond of latency difference. It went from like I don't know, 7.5 to 6.5, and in percentage-wise, that's huge. Not just 1 millisecond, but percentage-wise, that was a massive difference. So, yeah, it does make a difference. Definitely does make a difference. Turning off all the anti-aliasing and things, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it, so I wouldn't really test it. I mean, I could do like out of the box, Windows, replay with Fortnite, install a fresh Windows, do nothing to it, record the FPS and record the latency, and then run my entire guide, and then record the FPS and the latency. I could, in theory, do that, but that's quite a lot of work to do that. So I don't know. Maybe one day. At the moment, I'm just trying to find you guys more tweaks, things that can make a significant difference, and there's not much left. As I say, the thing that's the bottleneck is the CPU, and other than bumping up the cooling on my CPU, there's not much more I can do. Finding the sweet spot for overclocking, turning off various things in the BIOS, reducing the amount of work the CPU is doing by reducing what's happening in the background. There's not much extra I think I can give you guys without getting Epic to change their actual code for the Unreal Engine, which is clearly not optimized. I mean, I even tried turning off their logs. Look, I tried turning off Epic's logs to have global none, and it was blocked because they blocked the blimmin' command line arguments. So there's not much more I can do. Optimizing your GPU doesn't do anything, as I say, because the GPU is bored. It doesn't. It's waiting on the CPU to give it its instructions all the time. So yeah, I've messed around with a lot of stuff, but I think we're pretty much there. Don't know how much more I can give you guys. I'll keep testing, of course, but yeah, it seems to have dried up a bit at the moment. Excuse me. All right. I might publish them. Should I publish them? Publish the results. Oh, why isn't that working? I'll do it this one. It's not set to a rectangle. Let's publish some of these results on the Discord, under the premium section. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Premium section, benchmarks, PC benchmarks. Pairing NVIDIA profile inspector. Fortnite. Memory allocation policy. Constable inspector. Hancock. And then on the other PC, we'll publish these results as well. You get to see them because you tune in live, but otherwise you have to be in the premium sections to see my benchmarks. As you guys tuned in live, you can see them. 1, 2. That was the settings, wasn't it? Rage. Why is that? Paste that into benchmarks. Probably. Yep. I don't think there is anything until the processor and GPU developers came out with the new hardware and software. Yeah, the new monitor tech could be interesting. Yep, the new NVIDIA Pulsar. Does keeping replay mode on or off give you delay or impact FPS whilst playing Fortnite? Yes, it will, because you're basically writing to disk while you're doing it. So that's going to add some overhead, because obviously the CPU and the memory is going to be writing to the disk. So it's going to be using up resources. So if you turn off replay mode completely while you're playing, it will help a little bit. But it's difficult to quantify, because you then don't have a replay to run. So, but from a logical point of view, it will help a little bit. I would like to see if end-to-end latency is different with unlimited FPS versus capped FPS. Yes, it will be. Okay, so when you for input lag, right? If you've got unlimited FPS, say you've got 1,000 FPS, yeah, it's going to be checking for new inputs at the beginning of every one of those frames. Yeah. So obviously, if you're running 1,000 FPS versus 360, it's going to be checking for inputs more often, so it'll catch it quicker, whereas the 360 could happen kind of in the middle of the frame. Although we're talking very tiny amounts here. I mean, 360 2.7 milliseconds, and 1,000 hertz is obviously 1 millisecond. So we're talking, you're being able to click somewhere between 1 and 2.7 milliseconds in between there to have a difference in input lag. You see what I'm saying? It's quite unlikely that I'm going to be, I don't know, it's not a lot of difference. I think if you're comparing like 30 FPS to 1,000 FPS, or 60 FPS to 1,000 FPS, then obviously there's that big window. I mean, 60 FPS is what, 17.6 milliseconds versus 1,000, which is 1. Then all of a sudden you do have a bigger window that when you click the mouse, it could be right. You could have just missed it starting generating the frame, or you could have, or it could be perfectly just before the frame starts. So yeah, it will make a difference, but it's not worth running unlimited because your frame time's going up and down all over the place, and so your aim's going to be off. It's just not. It's not worth it. Your timing's off. What you're seeing is timing. You could kind of, once you get used to that frame time of 2.7 milliseconds or 4.2, whatever you're running, once you get used to that steady beat, you can kind of aim with your eyes closed. You know where they're going to be at a certain point when they're moving, kind of thing. That's part of your aim. So that consistency is way more important than getting your input lag down by half a milliseconds, kind of thing. But I'm yeah, as I say, I think 360 is the max now. My computer, most computers running Fortnite, you're not going to be able to utilize more than 360. So the next thing is the monitor technology to make the motion blurriness better, not increase your FPS to do it. So that's why the NVIDIA G-Sync Pulsar is so interesting. So my very first question on that though will be, can you run two monitors with it? Because if you can, then I'm incredibly interested. And also, is it going to come out at 240 FPS, or are you going to be able to run it at 360 FPS? I don't know. If it's ×4 motion clarity, then 240 is going to be nearly 1,000 FPS motion clarity, and 360 is going to be like a lot. So that would look really good. But yeah, we'll find out. I'm going to do a little bit of research before and try and ask NVIDIA. I'll probably open a support case when they come out with it or something, or the ASUS to ask them these questions before I spend like £800 on a brand new monitor at the end of the year. I could always just buy it and then send it back if it's rubbish. Could do that. Don't know, we'll see. Anyway. Right, that's published. So I'm going to run this for a little bit. I think I'm going to go back to my main environment now, and I'm going to install it and run it for stability, just to make sure we're not getting any crashes. In the meantime, I'm going to unplug my mouse from the monitor. I'm going to plug everything back in again. Give me a second. Right, that's back to normal. It's working. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's worth rewatching that NVIDIA video on how latency works. It's worth rewatching that a couple of times because it's a really good video. Let's show the one I mean. Come on, why isn't that? Oh, it's because I didn't do that. What's it? Reflex. Is it? NVIDIA Reflex. It was not that one. It was Gamer Nexus did it, but it was this one. So yeah.
Please welcome Brian.
Thank you.
Last piece is GPU render.
Yeah.
So this is the
is a
simplest
really
thing
good
to
video
visualize. This is
watch.
where it's rendering a frame pixel by pixel. All the coloring takes place here. But this is actually the most important one because it's dictating the timing of everything before it. And it dictates whether the stages
So, yeah.
before it
So
get unblocked
I
or
definitely
not.
recommend
This is the
watching
same
this video
animation.
if you guys haven't already.
But when you're
So
GPU
it's
bound,
like 30 minutes.
the latency for GPU render is simply equal to 1 frame time. So let's do a GPU bound example at 100 frames per second. So that means that frame time is 10 milliseconds. Let's assume that reflex is off. I'm making this
It's
distinction.
basically native.
Yeah. I'm making this distinction because the traditional GPU pipeline is built for FPS throughput. And when reflex takes over, that pipeline kind of changes. Because when you're GPU bound, that same pipeline kind of fails.
This
for
guy's
latency.
from NVIDIA.
So we'll do reflex off
And,
first. And
yeah,
let's assume that
this is
simulation
pretty
takes 3 milliseconds, which is pretty common. So this is what it looks like. You know, you have a frame on GPU render, you have a frame on the render queue, you have a frame that's starting simulation. Let's move that along.
On the Gamer Nexus.
So this is pretty simple. This is how the pipeline goes. So if we try to put numbers to it.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So we said input sampling is half the frame time. So that's 5 milliseconds. And
So I basically tell you, I do all the tests for all these things, and I just tell you what to set, which works out the best. That's basically what it is. So you don't have to understand all this, and to be honest, I don't understand all of this, but I test all of it. So I test every single combination, and what gives the best FPS and what gives the lowest latency. So my input here is actually measuring it end to end. And saying, okay, this is better than that, that's better than that. You guys, I recommend this. It's like but yeah, always worth, that's a really good video. It's always worth watching this over and over a few times. I'm going to put it in the Discord. Worth a rewatch. Okay. All right, back on the gaming PC. Yeah, so let's set this up. So the result of all that testing, the results of all the testing is that we want, please have, got the wrong mouse in the wrong place now. There we go. So that mouse goes there, that goes here. Thank you. Too many mices. So the result of all of that is we need to go into here, NVIDIA Profile Inspector, run that. Go and find the Fortnite profile in here. I'm going to have to start delivering people a Fortnite profile, aren't I? But the only things I'm changing are turning on the rebar and now this. Where is it? In the extras? Not the unknown. Memory allocation policy. Memory. Why can't I see you? Am I going blind? Emmy, why isn't it here? Hello? Should be right there. Guys, have they removed it in the latest drivers? Because obviously I was just doing that on slightly older drivers, so that the reflex would work, the reflex analyzer. Why can't I see it? Have they moved it to a different section? Memory allocation profile. Well, this is weird. Should be another. Unless they've renamed it something else. it's always allowed. I don't think it is. This is so weird. Where is it? Am I doing something stupid, guys? Why isn't it in here? Have they removed it from the latest? So I've done all that testing and they've actually removed it from the latest drivers. Is that what's happened? Because I can't see it. We did run it as administrator. We're not like missing certain things because I didn't run it as administrator. Oh, this is weird. Rebars there. Stereo. It's not here. What is going on? Let's have a look at it from this point of view. See if I can see the... what's it? No, this environment is set up exactly the same as the other environment I was just in, other than it's running an older driver because NVIDIA broke the overlay for latency for Experience Center from about 552.52. They broke it, so I have to run an older driver on my test environment. And on that environment, it is here. However, this is the latest NVIDIA driver, 556.12, and it's not here. Both have the same P-state things. So they've taken it out on the driver level. That's why I'm looking at whether there's a... If I can find the value for the default value, maybe they've just renamed it something else. It's the only thing I can think of. This is interesting. Put it in here in common. Don't think so. I mean, I'm not going mad, am I? I'm going to reboot to the other environment, the test environment, and I'm going to double check it is actually in where I'm looking for it. This is weird. Exactly the same setup, exactly the same tweaks, other than the NVIDIA driver version. Do 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 do. Come on, hurry up and log in. Oh, by the way, if somebody's wondering why there's loads of unread mails on my Discord, because somebody tried spamming a dodgy link earlier and I banned them, I did it within seconds, and then I auto-deleted all the past 7-day messages, but that still seems to flag that you've got new messages in those sections. So if you're wondering why all of a sudden you've got, looks like you've got unread messages in sections on my Discord, that's why. I caught a spammer and kicked him out. All right, look. So let's look again. GPU, video inspector. Right. So this driver is 551.52. Yeah. See if it's in the base profile as well. 8. Memory allocation profile. All right. Memory allocation policy as needed. Memory allocation policy. It's in the other section and it's there. And if we go to Fortnite, that should be in the other section. There it is. And it's there. It's under maximum GPU power and maximum power resolution. It's just before the predefined Ansel usage. So, yeah. So what's going on? Why isn't it on the other environment? Yeah, it drives me nuts, Bill. It's very annoying. Needs to be a button where you can just basically say clear all unread. That's what we need. Oh, there is there? Okay. Right click on your Discord icon. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see. Right click on my Discord icon. And then what? Then what? Notifications? No. Yeah. In the left-hand nav, mark as read. First thing in the list. There isn't a left-hand nav. There is only a big, huge list of options. My account, profiles, privacy settings, family center, authorized apps. Am I right-clicking on the wrong thing? Right-click on your Discord icon. Okay, maybe I was doing the cog as opposed to... Okay, mark as red. So when you meant Discord icon, for that entire Discord. Okay, mark as red. All right, yep, that fixed it. Thanks, Bill. Always useful, lots of tips. I meant the physical Discord, not my personal user icon. So that's why I was getting confused. I'm on the wrong keyboard and mouse. All right. See, straight in there if I wait a bit. Interesting. Yeah, so let's go back in again. I'll show you again that it's now missing. Video profile inspector, run it. Oh, don't do that. Run as administrator. It should be here. Section other. And it should be alphabetical. Should be right between there and there. And it's not. So either they've moved it, renamed it. Let's have a look through the whole list. See if there's anything in here. Well, that's interesting, So I've got shader cache on by default, and it's 4 gigs. I didn't even know that. So the default for managed shader cache is like there's default. Looking at the profile, it's actually 4 gigs. I didn't know that. So I've just learned something. All right, anything here that's for... No. No. It looks like it's gone. Power throttling compliance off. Interesting. It looks like it's gone. Do not see it anywhere. There is nothing here for it. No. Nothing in here. I mean, there's weird hex values, and they're doing dodgy stuff. I mean, God knows what that is. All that. All these. So I don't know what any of those are doing. So, okay, we did all that work and we can't even use it in the latest drivers. That's not good. No, actually, I won't. All right, never mind. Wasted a couple of hours testing something that doesn't even exist anymore. Anything else in here we can maybe play around with? Off, allow, fetch refresh, global feature, don't want those. Pre-render frame should be using the NVIDIA control panel version, which should be prefer maximum performance. So why is Fortnite using that one instead? That's interesting. No, it was available in the other environment, and that's where I tested it. It's just not available in the brand new drivers for some reason. They've got rid of it. Well, they've hidden it or something. They've hidden it from the hidden app settings. It's double hidden. Ugh. I tried for you guys. Sorry. Trying to get you an extra 0.1 milliseconds. Multi-display, mixed GPU acceleration, single display performance mode. Compatible performance mode, multi-display performance mode. God knows. Not sure what else I can play with. I mean, I wouldn't. Those problems I had with the NVIDIA profile, sorry, the NVIDIA Reflex Latency Analyzer overlay not working. I suspect it's probably they've changed something in there. Look, overlay support off or something. I reckon they've probably done something in here for the overlays that's broken it. Ansel shouldn't be allowed because these drivers don't even have it installed. Ansel's basically a screen capture thing. Don't need Ansel. Power throttling's off. Is there anything that looks obvious here that could potentially modify? Resync, behavior flags. VSync should all be off anyway. Force P2 states on. But we're disabling dynamic P states, so it doesn't matter if it's on or not because we're not using any P states, they're just all off. I cannot compete without, exactly. How can you compete without that 0.1 extra milliseconds? Enabled, off. There's not much more we can do. I mean, I've tested all these different options. Shader cache size doesn't really matter as long as you've got enough allocated. As long as you're not running out, which is very unlikely to be gigabytes. You might run out if it's megabytes, but not gigabytes. I mean, you can see how much, you can see how big these files are here. If I do a select all, 53 meg. They're my shader cache files, 53 meg. So I'm certainly not going to get up to 4 gigabytes, so I don't need to worry about extending that. People have been asking me about threaded optimization, and that just makes things worse, so leave that alone. I don't know what to give you. I mean, we can mess around with the LOD BIOSes and things to make the quality a bit lower, but I mean, quality's fine already. It's not the problem. It's not, the problem is not displaying the images and the complexity of the images on the screen. The problem is the code that Fortnite is executing in the background, either the bad map or lots and lots of users, lots and lots of other players in the same small area, knowing which way they're facing, what they're doing, what's in the inventory, and all of that. So that's where the bottleneck is. So reducing the how much you've got to display, yes, it means a little bit less for the CPU to put together to say, okay, here's the frame, GPU, now you go and display it, because the GPU is pretty dumb. The CPU does all the putting together the frame, what it needs to go into it, and then it gives it to the GPU to just kind of display. So the GPU is not doing any of that kind of work. So, as I say, it doesn't really make much difference performance tuning the GPU, which all of this is. What would make significant difference if we could actually make the CPU go faster or give it less work to do. That, or make the memory faster somehow, which is connected to the CPU, because that's how it's what it's talking to when it's doing all this stuff. So in terms of performance tuning, this isn't really a very big area of improvement. It's not much you're going to get out of this, to be honest, doing this. I mean, you can reduce your overall latency and say, like where you allocate the GPU interrupts to a different CPU, so they're not going to CPU core 0 all the time, and that's doing loads of context switching and going, oh, okay, I'll pick that one up. No, I can't pick that one up. No, what do we want now? You know, it's not having to juggle loads of plates. So that helps, but I don't know, giving the GPU less to do, it's not about that. Maybe for other games, but not in Fortnite. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. We've just done 2 hours worth of investigations on something that doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, it was interesting. I think it was interesting. I published the results, so If anyone says, oh yeah, try this tweak, you can then point them at my thing and say, okay, yeah, it does make a teeny tiny little bit of difference, but only if you're running an old driver. So it just answers the question before somebody asks it. All right, guys, I'm going to have a little break. I'll probably be on again a bit later. I don't know what time Mr. Biscuit is going to be on. I don't think he's on at the moment. He's not on at the moment. But I'll probably be back in a yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably right, Bill. The fact they made almost no difference, probably why they removed it. Yeah, it's just left on auto now. You'll be on after 9:30. Okay, cool. So I'll either go and have a nap now, or I'll actually do some proper work. I think proper work's been trying to get hold of me, so I better go and see what they want. It's always a good idea to keep them happy, because they pay the bills. All right, guys, I'll catch you a little later. All right, bye for now.